deep in the bayou. Welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the UAB Blazers and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Raging Cajuns head coach told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Raging Cajuns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go with a direct snap. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Burton. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that, now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking for a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question.
He caught it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Winfield. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Simpkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first. Productive this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Ferguson. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airman. Receiver out of bounds. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Here's a little room there. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. Under fire. He's going to run it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Under fire. He gets away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, first and goal in a great situation.
And the Raging Cajuns line it up with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Louisiana!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Back to throw, it's Burton. Catch in the middle, it's Mims. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Blazers will have it first and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, UAB. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And whistles as we stop play. A man down. They'll check on him. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the...
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Blazers. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Reagan. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Smith makes the grab on the out route.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Maybe some room here. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, UAB. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field. It's Winfield. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And
that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And with that last carry, into triple digits. Over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Dropping back, it's Burton. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the... massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Covered like a blanket, and he still makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. One more snap coming before halftime. They want to run it left here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers, taking on the number 13 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Pitt setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Winfield. Going long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him, and we got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Burton. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is good. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Snags it, and there's running room. The 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you just...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
To the air, it's Winfield. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Raging Cajuns will try to pick it up on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his...
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hard running there. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Raging Cajuns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
He's taking the shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Check. 28-29 belts. 28-29 belts.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Burton. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to the ground with the running back. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. And the Blazers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. There he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff, Robinson running left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. On the move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, UAB. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation